Hey Talent Recap fans, I am back with another special edition of the Talent Recap Show. Today we talk to the season 15 winner of America's Got Talent, Brandon Leake. Now, I'm gonna let you guys go straight to the interview, but I think I did a pretty good job of holding myself together. I mean, he is my favorite winner of the show, but you guys tell me in the comments down below. Here's the interview.
To do this.
I am so excited to talk to you. Your season of America's Got Talent was literally my favorite, so you're one of my favorite winners. So this is huge. I'm so excited.
Thank you. If I may ask, why was my season one of your favorites?
Because you did something different. You brought something new to the show. And like, it was a hard season for everyone because you guys didn't even have an audience, you know?
Yeah, I felt really bad for comedians in general. Like, comedians on my season, I was like, yo, we can chuck this one up. You guys aren't going to be able to win, just because so much of comedy is riffing off of audience and, you know, contagious laughter. It was really unfortunate.
Right. So because you didn't get the verbal engagement from it, was it hard, like, during your season of the show?
I wouldn't say it was hard, because it took me back to when I first started doing poetry. Like, doing spoken word in the beginning for me, I was in rooms with maybe 10 or 11 people and not much response or reaction from folks. So it's one of those things where it's like the true definition of, hey, like, you perform the same for 10 people as you do 10,000. So that was kind of the main part of it.
It was kind of like a full circle moment for you.
Definitely, without question.
How would you compare AGT Live Las Vegas to performing in last season?
Two completely different worlds. Like, when you're on the show competing, you're having to think of strategy and how what you're going to say is going to be received in terms of your ability to give votes and how everything measures up to each other, versus on the Las Vegas Live, we're all contributing to one beautiful show. We're not competing. In fact, we're just we're each trying to set up the next person to be successful. So it's two completely different worlds.
Who have you found yourself gravitating towards the most in the cast of AGT Live Las Vegas?
Oh man, me and Cody Lee, love kicking it with him, man. We have a really cool little relationship. So me and Dustin Tavella, Preacher Lawson, Duo Transcend, Jimmy Harrod. Those are some people who I've definitely spent some time with. And Deadly Games, I stay away from them because they throw knives too much.
I don't blame you. I would stay away from Deadly Games too. Changing the subject from AGT Live Las Vegas, tell me about your new song with Black Chakra.
Yeah, so we actually have an entire album entitled Level, in which we submitted for a Grammy nomination for Spoken Word Album of the Year. A lot of people don't even know that category exists. And so voting just recently ended. And November 23rd, we find out if our album got the nomination.
Gotcha. Could you tell me a little bit about what the whole album's about?
Yeah, so it's about generational healing. Because, he's a Baltimore, Maryland kid on the East Coast. I'm a West Coast, Southside Stockton kid. But both of us have so much similar lived experience. And so, the album's a narrative, just talking about the systemic issues that we faced growing up to the personal issues and how so many of them are so relatable across our culture.
That's so exciting.
And then also, something that you guys have previously covered, my movie is almost done too. So 2022 is going to be my year. I'm calling it now. I have a book coming out, I have a short film, I have a bunch of YouTube content, and a couple of things that I can't legally discuss yet.
A couple of things you can't legally discuss. Okay, if you say so. Your film, I was the one who wrote that article, so I'm honestly thrilled that you knew that it was written. That's great. What is the film about? Tell us about it.
Yeah, so it's it's really funny. Because people will be like, man, you think so deeply all the time. And I'm like, not really. It just comes out in my writing. So forgive me if I touch on a lot of heavier topics today. But the film is entitled Complexity because it's a metaphor about the complex relationship between the Christian religion and the Black community. I was really proud of myself for how well I did. But it's also one of those things where it's hearing your own voice and you're like, oh my God, that is so annoying. I look so bad. But, just gotta chuck that up to a loss and say you did the best you could and continue to move forward.
Yeah, you're always going to be your own worst critic. So there's that. It's probably better that they didn't show it to you until the end.
And side note, I have a question. When are you going to try out for AGT?
When am I going to try out for AGT?
Yes, because I know you're over there sitting on talent that you're just not exposing to the world as.
This is my talent. You read my article. That's my talent. I can't do that on a stage.
Hey, fam, you never know. You never know.
I mean, hey, if anything, it really shows the people who are creative writers can get on the stage and do exactly what you do.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my biggest encouragement to people in the midst of the journey is like the Bellow sisters. Like they've been on like 8 or 9 different Got Talent shows. Like they're on one right now, and like they just keep going and keep putting themselves out there. And the reality is, as artists, that's all you can do. There's somebody who wants what you're providing them. You just have to be brave enough to go give it to them.
Right. Now you said that you hope that people receive it well of your talent. Do you think yours has been received well since winning the show?
Yeah, I mean, like it's really easy to hear the dissenting voices. Like if you go to like YouTube comments and read all the people who are like, he's not talented, all he does is go up there and talk. But then like the support that I receive is far outweighing any negative backlash that I've ever received. And like that's what you pour your energy into. You pour your energy into the people who do love it, who do care for it. And then that will allow you to win over people who may have been skeptical versus trying to go out there and change for the world. No, be yourself, and then you'll find your people.
I love that. I feel like so many people love you as a winner because you are authentically yourself, and everything you do, it's so clear that you are yourself.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Can you do me a favor and tell everybody where we can find you on social media?
Yeah, so if you want to come holler at me on social media, the main things I want people to follow me on are my YouTube page, which is Brandon Leake CTM. You'll see me, I believe it's my picture still of me eating a donut. My Instagram is Brandon_Leake_CTM on Instagram. If you want to cop any of like this exclusive merchandise, it is there. Facebook is Brandon Leake, Leake, and that's that simple. You'll see the blue little check mark next to it. I have a Twitter, don't use it, so.
Thank you so much for talking to me today, and thank you so much for agreeing to being interviewed by us.
No problem. Thank you all for the time. I am going to go take a nap now.
Yeah, go take your well-deserved nap.
I will catch you all later.
Guys, I had a great time talking to Brandon. He was so sweet, absolutely sweet. Love him. So make sure while you're on YouTube that you click the subscribe button and the notification bell. Follow Talent Recap on all social media platforms and check out our website, talentrecap.com. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at Corey Caesar.
And that's the Talent Recap.